Justice Party is a political party with moderate political ambition. Why the Justice Party is founded? What were the reasons behind that? In the beginning of the 20th century, Brahmins who occupied almost all the important key posts. For example, 11 of the 14 posts in the Madras Congress Committee. The non-Brahmins were not given proper post or place in the society, and they were just watching the domination of the Brahmins. So, in 1912, the non-Brahmins formed an association called the Madras United League. This organization was just to expose their grievances. The non-Brahmin leaders also took great effort to destroy the discrimination against all non-Brahmins. The first anniversary of the association was held at Triplicane. In that meeting, they passed a resolution and changed the name of Madras United League to Dravidian Association of Madras. This Dravidian Association under the guidance of Natesa Mudaliar, and they opened a non-Brahmin hostel in Triplicane. At the same time, what happened? Vanyakula movement was also started in North Arcot and South Arcot districts. So, number of associations in the name of caste, that means people who are divided in the name of caste. At the time, Dr. T.M. Nair and P. Theagaraya Chetty urged all non-Brahmins to forget their differences and unite together to get proper place in the society. So that they formed the South Indian Liberal Federation. In 1916, Justice Party published newspapers, that was Dravidian in the language of Tamil, Justice in English, Andhra Prakashika in Telugu. So here we should have known that why they started SILF, that means South Indian Liberal Federation, and what were the reasons could be. In 1916, elections to the Imperial Legislative Council. T.M. Nair and Ramaraya Nigas, they were non-Brahmin candidates who were defeated by Brahmins V.S. Srinivasa Sastri and Rangaswamy Iyengar. So, they realized they were divided in the name of caste. So, they wanted to unite as one. So, they established South Indian Liberal Federation. Under T.M. Nair in 1917, the first non-Brahmin conference was held at Coimbatore. Under Ramanaya Nigas, their Justice Party published the objectives of the party in Hindu newspaper. And very important, there they changed the name from South Indian Liberal Federation to Justice Party. Within a year, the Justice Party had acquired the capital of 10 lakhs and started many branches throughout the Presidency. Now we see about objectives of Justice Party. Number 1, promote and safeguard the interest of all communities other than Brahmins. And the second one, foremost important, to create socio-economic and political program of all communities in South India. So from 1916 to 1920, Justice Party faced a lot of problems, conflict with Home Rule League, which was started by Annie Besant. In 1916, she started Theosophical Society. She involved in the Indian independence movement. For her, Madras was center of political activities. Many of her political associates were Tamil Brahmins, and her idea about Indian culture and its values were based on Vedas, Puranas, etc. So this was questioned by non-Brahmin leaders. And Annie Besant supported the homogeneous India based on Brahminical values. This made her conflict with non-Brahmins. It was mainly two reasons Annie Besant's associates with Brahmins. Her vision of a homogeneous India based on Brahminical values. These two reasons brought her into direct conflict with Justice Party. In 1916, non-Brahmin leaders issued non-Brahmin manifesto to oppose Home Rule movement. So, This manifesto was also criticized by New India. It was started by Home Rule League periodical. So, Justice Party also criticized Annie Besant under Home Rule in their newspapers called Dravidian. Like Annie Besant is a Irish Brahmini, under Home Rule is a Brahmin rule. And second one, opposition to non-cooperation movement. The Justice Party also campaigned against the non-cooperation movement in the Madras Presidency. They thought Gandhiji also supported the Brahminism because 11 of the 14 posts occupied by Brahmins in Madras Congress Committee. So, the Justice Party opposed non-cooperation movement. The next disparities was opposition that announcement of Montesquieu-Chelmsford reforms in 1919. It proposed the political reforms. This act empowered to increase the representation of Indians in the government, to develop self-governing institutions. This announcement increased the division among the non-Brahmin leaders itself. That was the non-Brahmin leader EVR is a Nayakar, Kalyanasundaram is a Mudaliar, Varadarajalu is a Naidu, Kesavan is a Pillai. So, the non-Brahmin leader Munusami Naidu formed a separate party, that was Justice Democratic Party. With his supporter, after his death of his supporters, rejoined with the Justice Party. Next, opposition was foremost important, that the MC Raja, also who is a Dalit leader, belonged to Justice Party, opposed and protested against the communal reservation. He has 30% reservation in the administration and the services to Dalits, but given only 8% for Dalits. No response from the Justice Party. So, he resigned from the Justice Party. In 1920 election, the Justice Party formed a majority and formed the ministry. Lord Wellington asked Theagaraya Chetty to form the ministry, but he didn't like to get salary from people tax, so he recommended Subbarayulu as CM. And Ramaraya Nigas and Venkata Reddy were ministers. Subbarayulu Reddyar became the Chief Minister of Madras Presidency. As a CM, he held the portfolios of education, public works, etc. Soon after he resigned, because of his ill health, he died in November 1921. After the resignation of the Subbarayulu Reddyar, Ramaraya Nigas, who was a Raja of Panagal, took over as CM. He was a Zamindar of Kalahasti, Andhra Pradesh. Now see about what are the reforms introduced by Justice Party. Some reforms introduced by Chief Minister Ramaraya Nigas, that was the growth of population in Madras Presidency was so high. So, it is necessary the expansion of the city and create more residential colonies. That's why Justice Party created Madras town planning measures which were taken during of his period. So, they created small residential colony and called by Theagaraya Nagar. Now it is called as T Nagar. Under his tenure, Justice Party passed two acts. Madras University Act 1923. Number 2, Andhra University Act. The governing body of the university was headed by Chancellor. Governor, he would assisted by Pro-Chancellor. Must be Education Minister. Then Vice Chancellor appointed by Chancellor. So, Justice Party participated in the anti-Hindi agitations of 1937 to 40. And very important achievement of Justice Party was passed Hindu Religion Endowment Bill in 1921. As per the bill, trusts were established to maintain temple funds. Before it was controlled by Brahmins who were temple priests, and then Justice Party passed Industries Act in 1922. This act allowed the state to provide loans to developing the industries, and their ministry brought Staff Selection Board and it became Public Service Commission. Now it is called as TNPSC. Justice Party abolished Devadasi system also and imported primary education to depressed class through fee concession and scholarship, and the land pattas also were given to the poor people. After the Justice Party gradually lost its influence. So, in 1945 1964, Justice Party was changed into Dravida Kalagam, and it was responsible for the ideological presidencies of present-day Dravidian parties like DMK, AIDMK, MDMK, DMDMK, etc., which have ruled Tamil Nadu continuously since 1967. Thus, briefly explained about the origin and growth of Justice Party. Thank you.